Hey friend, Chris here from Logic Pro Rules, the website and channel that helps you get the most you can out of Apple's Logic Pro. Today, I want to quickly show you how to adjust the stereo width and flip or invert the left and right sides of a stereo track and channel strip easily without having to open a plugin like the Direction Mixer or a third-party plugin. This can be accomplished right from Logic's inspector or mixer using the pan knobs. So let me just show you quickly. I have a synth that's playing a basic arpeggiated pattern, and you'll notice that this synth is leaning a little to the right. Take a listen. Right, so it has this lean to the right, but I would prefer that it not lean to the right. So taking a look inside the mixer here, or the inspector for the selected track and channel strip, if you just look at the meters, you can see that the right side is a little higher than the left. Now, I'm not going to dig into the weeds here, but it's worth pointing out that every stereo track and channel strip, the pan knob starts its life as a balance knob. It's not a pan knob. And I actually have a video all about the difference between the balance knob and the stereo pan knob, and I'll include a link in the description below so you can check that video out. But if I right-click or hold Control and click on the pan knob, we have three different options. As you can see, it's set currently to balance. I'm going to choose stereo pan and click. You'll know now that the stereo channel strips pan knob is a stereo pan knob because a green ring will appear around the pan knob. From here, I can start to adjust the stereo width of the track by hovering my mouse until the white handles on each side of the green ring are bolded or highlighted. Now, I know it's kind of hard to see because those handles are quite small, but the white handles are now bolded. If I click and hold in this position and then drag up, I can reduce the stereo width. Or as I drag down while clicking and holding to increase the stereo width. I'll option click to set it back to full width. I'll hit play and I'll adjust the stereo width as we listen. Here we go. Okay, so I've reduced the stereo width for this synth, so it's now in mono. And so we hear the synth directly down the center. There is no sense of stereo. So I'm going to option click again, and maybe I'll reduce it to about here. And now I can adjust the positioning of the synth while maintaining some sense of stereo width, just not as drastic as it once was. Cool, so that's a really easy way to adjust the stereo width of a channel strip if it's in stereo. But you can also invert or flip the left and right sides of a stereo channel strip just by holding Command and clicking on the stereo pan knob. As you can see, that green ring around the pan knob turns from green to orange, and this lets you know that you've inverted or flipped the two signals. So the left is now on the right is now on the left. So I'll start in the original positioning, start playing, and then I'll invert it as we listen. Pretty cool, right? Just to further illustrate, just to really cement this, I'll now unmute my drum track. I have a clap on the left-hand side and a hi-hat hard pan to the right. Take a look at the level meters to see when each plays. All right, so once again, if I right-click or hold Control and click, I can set the balance knob for the track stack to a stereo pan knob. And I can invert the two signals, flip them, the left on the right on the left. And I can decrease the width. Just like that, you have incredible control over the stereo placement and width and inverting the stereo signal of your tracks and channel strips without having to load a plugin like the Direction Mixer or a third-party plugin. You just do it from the mixer, from the inspector. It's super easy. Again, I'll include a link in the description below and in this video that'll take you to another video all about the balance knob and what that actually is for stereo tracks. So I'll check you for more later this week. Take care.